All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't seen yesterday's news, I got some big ones for you. We are going to be now, from here on out, known as the Quaking Punch. A couple reasons why we're going through the name change and the channel change. One, there was already another YouTube channel named PokeDad who's been here for a while, and it's kind of confusing, so you have to tell people PokeDad, but not that PokeDad, the other PokeDad. And I couldn't find any other channels with the name The Quaking Punch. Seismitoad EX is my favorite card of all time. If you hate me for it, I don't care. I love it. You can tech it into just about every deck for just a double colorless energy to slow the play down. It could be the star of its own deck in a lot of expanded decks. Also, I really like when obscure Pokemon get their time to shine, whether it be in the video game or the TCG. Nothing is really more obscure than Seismitoad if you come from a VGC background, which I did play VGC before the Pokemon TCG. But I played other card games before in the past. But Seismitoad's one of those Pokemon that never sees any play. All of a sudden you come to the card game, it's like Seismitoad is everywhere. And it's like my favorite card ever printed. The artwork is amazing. So we're going here on out, the Quaking Punch. We're going to have a 100 subscriber giveaway. I'll be giving away some code cards at 100 subscribers. We'll give away, let's call it 10 Roaring Skies packs at 100 subscribers. I'll hold a giveaway for that, and then each 1,000 thereafter. So definitely be sure to subscribe and to follow me on Twitter, because that's where I'll be doing it. We are at the Quaking Punch on Twitter. That's where we'll be doing all the giveaways, and we'll be doing them at 100 and then each 1,000 thereafter. For this time here, I'll give away 10 Roaring Skies packs right on the game. So you guys can, definitely do a giveaway there. It'll be one person will win it, and that's where we'll do the giveaways. But let's hop back in. We're still using the YZG deck. This is going to be the last day with the deck in this format. I'm going to make some tweaks to the deck for the next 2 days, and we're going to try it that way. Because I want to try to start changing decks up like halfway through the week, and then seeing like if you can maybe make any improvements. So tomorrow we'll have the same core deck, just different. We'll make a couple changes, and I've already got a pretty good idea of some changes I want to make. But let's hop in and look at an opponent. We are sitting at 775 points right now. If you want to see how we got that high, check into our video from yesterday. We show how we got a bunch of points in one day by really exploiting all the Shiftry players in Unlimited. I'm not going to lie, the video got a lot of hits. It has died down a bit, the Shiftry players, but they'll probably come back because they want their easy points. So just once a day or so, just hop on and see if you can get a bunch of them using that strategy. I'll link it down below. Okay, this isn't a bad start. It's just not a great one. Starting with Zora is okay. I mean, you got the Moonlight Madness should you need to fall back on it just to confuse them and make them have to, hit through attacks, like coin flips to attack. So, I mean, that could be a little annoying. We're playing a pure colorless deck. I don't know how good this deck is going to be, honestly. We'll probably just, hopefully, we'll just steamroll through it. But right now, we're in a pretty bad spot, so I'm going to have to throw away 2 Darkness, maybe. Depends what top deck is, just to get our Shaman into play. Yeah, I want to draw cards. I want another option. Acrobike is good. Maybe that can give me some options. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse Valley. I don't want to have to throw that away. We'll Acrobike. God. Oh, jeez. All right. Well, we're going to have to throw... I'm okay with throwing 2 Darkness away. We do have the other Evil Tall to fall back on. So I'm probably going to bench XY Evil Tall if I can, because I know I'm going to have to recover Darkness energy rather quickly. So we're gonna play it. I'm gonna save my Fighting Fury belt. But we are gonna attach a Darkness. Are we gonna attach to Zora? I don't really feel threatened by this. I mean, 20 for a double colorless is fine. So I'm not gonna try to confuse it. I don't really feel too threatened by it. We'll play our Shaman. Set up for 4, and that's why we didn't do it. That right there. Man, if we can just like get an Ultra Ball off of this, that would be great. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't even matter. We'll take the Floatstone. Now, do we want a Sycamore, or do we want a Judge, or some other kind of supporter here? Well, let's get our Gallade in there. Let's get a... Let's see, is there a Lysander hanging around? I'd rather access this for a VS Seeker. Yeah, we'll just Sycamore right off the bat. Here, we're really searching for anything but that. Trainer's Mail, we'll take the Judge. I don't really know what I want to do with these compressors yet. Let's take a look. Let's start thinning out things we probably won't need for this matchup, like Judge. I don't know if I necessarily want to draw another Judge. Maybe this Acro Bike. I don't think that I'll ever want to draw the Acro Bike. Trainer's Mail could still be helpful, just to dig for trainers. So we'll do that. Get rid of this other compressor only because I just don't want to compressor things anymore. And we'll probably discard another Zoroark because I'm not going to bench another Zoroark. I don't even see another Zoroark in here. Are they both prized? Please tell me no. One's prized. Okay, so we'll compressor away the Zora. It doesn't help me to play it. And then that's our turn. I'm not going to set up for another 2. I'm not even sure I want to bench that Shaman yet, to be 100% honest with you guys. But next turn, we can retreat to our Eviltal Oblivion Wing onto our other Eviltal EX, and then we can start powering up. That's why we benched it, because I knew I was going to have to throw away some darkness to do it. You know, I think I might want to attach double colorless here and then just Judge right away. You know, if we're going to try to hit out Gallade, I don't really like the hand is currently constituted for doing that. I don't like this hand either is currently constituted for doing that, but it's worth a shot. I mean, if we could top deck Ultra Ball, then we can hit it. I'll play the Fighting Fury Belt just so I can put a little more pressure here and get a little more longevity out of this Eviltal. I think I kind of want it to stick around a little bit. I really don't think I'm going to need to do too much work to win this matchup, though, to be honest with you guys. I think this is going to be just attack a few times with Oblivion Wing, power up big Eviltal EX, take a couple Evil Balls, and win. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a very hard matchup. But you never know. We can't count our opponent out just yet. Does Sharpen have any additional effects? It does not. What does Data Check do? Look through your deck, shuffle your deck afterwards. So practically useless. Again, I'm not really in love with the hand it's currently constituted. I don't necessarily want a Sycamore. I don't want to Judge yet just for the sake of judging. Because, you know, if we top deck Ultra Ball, then we can hit the Gallade and then we could start one-shotting everything here. So I'll leave her hand as is. There's really no reason to even do anything. You know, next turn, if we don't hit what we need, I might just Sycamore looking for the Zoroark and just to end the game. And we found it in the prizes. So if we could just end the game with Eviltal EX next turn, then that's what we'll do. It's probably looking that way. He's got a Battle Reporter for 3. This is probably one of the worst supporters you can play right now. Because if you have more cards than your opponent, you really can't do anything. So. But we've all been there just starting out in TCGO, where you don't really have much. I mean, I've had TCGO for years, and I'm still not really set up to where I'd want to be. So it's definitely it's a lot to get started in this game. But once you get started, you're set up. So it was a pretty easy matchup. You know, can't really commentate too much on that one. It was just, you know, draw, attach, win. What do we got going on here? Got a little message. 2 personal messages. Okay. All right, we got some personal messages here. We'll respond to those in a minute. Told a friend I'd help him out with some birches, and I will do just that as soon as we're done making the video here. All right, another dark and colorless deck. I'm not quite sure what this could be. It's definitely not Eviltal Zoroark Gallade. It could be just a straight Eviltal Zoroark deck. It's definitely not Darkrai Hypno, but it could be Darkrai. So let's figure this out. Always go first. All right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm probably going to lead Fright Night Eviltal. turn off any tools. Like, say if he has to start shaming, he can't just float stone out. Which for me is a win. And he leads Fright Night Evil Tall of his own. So, solid play. We're going to get the first attack off, though. We'll Battle Compressor. I want to get my Glade and a Maxie's in there, if at all possible. Lysander's definitely going there. I want to have access to that. We'll get Maxie's and Glade in from the Sycamore anyways. It's just I don't want to Sycamore and then find those in my hand again. That would be bad. Because those cards, they really don't help you in your hand. The only purpose they serve in hand is to basically clog up hand. Now, in the mirror match, I do want to play the first Reverse Valley. That gives us a huge advantage going into it. Let's see what we can find here. We find a Versus Seeker? No, but we found a Fighting Fury Belt, which is just as good. I'm not going to Ultra Ball because I don't want to get rid of any of those supporters. I may come to need one of them next turn. So we'll just end our turn and call that a game. I mean, we're running pretty hot right now. We're 1 DCE away from taking a Pitch Black Spear for 70, which will 2-hit KO. At the very most, he could 3-hit KO us right now because he's not going to get to play the first... He didn't get to play the first Reverse Valley. So unless he plays a different stadium in his deck, he's kind of stuck. The perfect top deck right now would be VS Seeker. Just so that we can get the Glade out. Then if he's playing Darkrai, we can hit for weakness. We can hit for weakness on the Zoroark. And that really is what turns the tide of battle in these games. But I can't assume he's playing Darkrai. Right now, the only thing I could see is that he's playing Yveltal. Now, that is something that is worrisome. I might judge this turn if I don't get anything else just to get that out of his hand. So we top deck Dark. So we are going to judge. We're going to evolve here. I'm gonna go for a Shaman because I want the draw power. I want to hit that darkness. I don't want to whiff on it. And just straight judging might not get us there. And it didn't. I was wrong. I was right. Let's Compressor. Let's thin the deck out a little bit here. Let's try to get rid of some of the things that may not help us. We have our Darkrai, our Zoroark set up. I don't even know if we have another one in here. We don't. So I'm going to Battle Compressor away the Zora. Only because if there's not another Zoroark in here, I don't know. It could be the last prize I take. I don't know. So we'll just get rid of it. That's all I'll get rid of with that one. I have another Compressor here. I don't want to get rid of too many on the one and then be stuck having to discard something on the next one. I don't think I want to Compressor things anymore, so we'll get rid of the Compressor. Acro Bikes will leave, Float Stones will leave, Trainer's Mail will leave. But that leaves us a pretty good shot at pulling the DCE out with this Judge, and that's really what I'm fishing for right now. I want to hit the DCE. Come on. I think we're going to dig deep here. I think we're going to go for another Shaman. I think we are. I think we're going to Shaman for another 6. We'll get rid of these here. I mean, I know it's tough having to discard so many Darkness right there, but I don't want to lose the matchup of even Fright Night Yveltals right now. It's important to me to take this 2-hit knockout. I don't want to swing the battle in his favor. There it is, man. When there's a will, there is a way. Let's hit these Trainer's Mail here. So we got nothing. And we are just flying through our deck. We'll take the VS Seeker. And then we'll use the Acro Bike. We'll take the Sycamore. I don't think we'll need it, but I don't really want an Acro Bike again. And then we'll use the Pitch Black Spear for 70. So unless he found that Pokemon Center Lady off the Judge to 4, we're in a really good shape right now. He'll hit us for 60 if he finds DCE. We had to dig pretty deep to find ours, so I don't know if he'll have the resources to find it after being judged, but we got relatively lucky. That's one thing I really like about this deck is just for a DCE. Like, obviously on Yveltal, it's more than just a DCE, but there's a lot of cards that with a DCE apply a lot of pressure. That's going to be that. He's not. I don't know what that means. Okay, so he found it, which is no good for me. He had to attach Manual Dark, which is good. Good. I love it. I don't think we're going to Sycamore next turn. If anything, we might Judge again. He's looking for 2 more energy, and I don't want him to have just an easy attachment. Let's make him burn that Professor's Letter for nothing. And I don't want to Sycamore because I want to have these cards around for later. However, I don't need to burn the VS Seeker because we top deck Judge, so that's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, we'll attach here. Start working on our Evil Tall. Yeah, we'll take it. And then we'll play another Acro Bike. Then we'll take the Darkness. Because we already got rid of one of our Zora. I could have swore we didn't see it in there when we were looking through it. But maybe we were wrong. We'll take another Pitch Black Spear. Put him at 80. He's going to get knocked out next turn unless he can heal. If he can find an energy and attach and swing for 60, that's okay. I think we've got a pretty good position right now. My win condition is winning. That's my... yeah, some people, they say some weird things, man. So, I mean, that was a good swing. But right now, we're in a pretty good position where we could just Evil Ball. And don't really have to do much else. I mean, the bad energy on there hurts, but... You know, it is what it is. You know, we might want to... Oh, we can't do anything there. That's right. Fright Night blocks it. So we're going to Lysander. We'll take Azora. That's okay. Now we have the option of using Y Cyclone to take the knockout here. He's going to do 60 back to us. I'm not really worried about that too much. So we'll Evil Ball. That way we can still take the knockout on it next turn. That's going to be my main concern, is knocking out that Fright Night Evil Tall, because he's put so many resources into it that even with this, even with hitting for the 60, and then the because we just have 110 left, so even with the 60 and then the 20, we're still in a good spot. He's hitting a Shaman on the bench. That's unfortunate, but you know, we're hitting for 100 with Y Cyclone, so I don't necessarily want to do that. And we still have more DCE in the deck, so I am just going to Evil Ball. Take the knockout, really put the pressure on him to find something. You know, the Dangerous Energy is unfortunate, but we clear out Fright Night, which gives us more HP back anyways. So it puts us back at 70. Let's see, 10, 20, or 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We can one-shot if we attach his DC, and that's what we're going to do. Let's just end this. No need to let him hang around. I mean, why bother? We probably could have gotten a... No, because we would have done 20 less. That wouldn't have taken the knockout. You know, why bother? Unless he finds, like, Zoroark and DCE, we're still in a pretty good spot here. Either way, next turn I'm going to Y Cyclone down to here so we can start Fright Nighting, actually down to our healthy one. Alright. Actually, we're just going to take the Lysander knockout onto the Shaman, because we're going to hit for 110 right now, so that's what we're going to do. We'll Lysander. Take the Lysander knockout on the Shaman. We're going to Y Cyclone, so we can move some energy away. So in case he gets the knockout on it, we have energy down onto our Evil Tall down here. And then Yeah, we're just 2 Fright Nights away from winning the game, really, on anything he's got on the board. If he evolves, you know, if he sends up his Evil Tall here, and then, you know, we'll just keep Evil Balling. But I don't understand what this guy's problem is. Okay, well, hey, man, have a nice day. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't get what I did wrong. I played my game. You're gonna run into Salt, man. Let it go. Yeah, he's gonna stall the game state. Like, I just don't get it. Oh, this is fun. All right, we're going to engage a little bit here. I don't know what to tell this guy, man. Like, he's just, I get it. He can't win. It is what it is. But hey, good game, man. All right. I don't get who I'm embarrassing. I mean, I think this guy just embarrassed himself, but that's just me. I played a game that's fun. And what's the point of playing if you're not going to try to win? You know, like, if you're just going to be upset that you're losing, that's your problem. I mean, you're playing the same deck as me. You're playing Evil Tall and Shamans. You can't be mad that I ran hotter. I mean, it is what it is. So, again, this is the second time we've had to deal with Salt. You know, however, he wasn't as bad as the last guy. The last guy was throwing slurs around and swearing. He was just a grumpy Gus, we'll call him on the channel. So we got a grumpy Gus. We got some serious Salt, but we got some key wins here. And really starting to showcase the deck. Tomorrow we will have some changes to the deck. So be sure to check back in tomorrow to see what changes we make and also to see how they work out for the next 2 matches. But thanks again for hanging out with us here today. I really appreciate it. Please leave a like and a subscription down below. Again, 100 subscribers, we will start giving stuff away. 10 Roaring Skies packs, and then each 1,000 thereafter. Eventually, the giveaways will get bigger and better. So thanks again, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day.